Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having a Cancer Sun and Pisces Moon in a natal chart. Now, first off, basic character, which is the Sun, and the Sun being in Cancer, it could be very tenacious, sympathetic, caring, devoted, dedicated, protective, and security conscious. Now, on the unconscious side, which is the moon, sun is the conscious side, and moon represents the unconscious side. The moon, in this case, being in Pisces, can be very sacrificing, sensitive, compassionate, even reclusive, altruistic, and passive. The late renowned actor, and I believe he was a comedian as well, Robin Williams, had this combination, and he had a Scorpio rising as well. And the thing is, he always seemed, very jocular, and making jokes a lot, and you wouldn't think he'd be that sensitive, but this tells me that he was, a lot more sensitive than people realized. And when he passed, I'm sure he experienced, sadly, a lot of emotional energy, and this is it just the thing is, he had having the Scorpio rising. His exterior was more controlled, but he was still a person, I would say, that was deeply sensitive, not just having the sun and the moon in a water sign, but the ascendant as well. But anyway, going back to this combination, thing about this is the way this may manifest working together. Now, the person that has this combination may bring that dedicated, devoted Cancerian qualities, Sun and Cancer qualities, in something Pisces related. It could be some examples: boating or fishing, the metaphysical, which includes astrology, helping the less fortunate. Um, it could be spirituality, chemistry, or even the paranormal, as some examples. Now, the Cancer Sun, the Sun in astrology is about what our basic wants, what we want, and the Cancer Sun, wants a home and family. Most people want a home and family, but Cancer Sun will emphasize that more in their life, I would say, than the other zodiac signs on average. Even in this case, the Sun sign, because the Sun rules life. It can be about our life, I would say. And the thing about this is the Cancer Sun again wants the home, family, safety, and security. Now, the Moon represents our emotional needs. The Pisces Moon, needs to rescue, attain dreams, fantasies, their ideals. Even they need isolation, just getting away, from others for some time. This naturally, I would say, could be a very introverted combination, because the Cancer Sun, natural Sun is our fundamental character, and the Cancer Sun could be very introverted and dominated by home-related activities. And you have the Pisces Moon, may have that need, to be reclusive, to isolate. And the thing is, another thing about this too, the true self, which is the Sun, in this case the Sun being in Cancer, can be very nurturing, emotional, and temperamental. Now, the inner self, which is the moon reflects our inner personality, and the moon being in Pisces may sadly feel inferior at times, and be very, could be really sensitive, uh, and also being idealistic as well, or some qualities connected with the Pisces moon. And the Sun is connected with our driving motivation, and the person that has the Sun in Cancer may be driven and motivated, which is the Sun, to do things that they're comfortable with, that they're at home with, which is Cancer. And person may be doing this, with that Piscean moon, sacrifice, more emotion, might be doing this in more isolation, and feel more inspiration in doing so. And I would say this is more harmonious if this is making a trine aspect. Now, let's say if the A trine aspect in astrology is 120 degrees. It's an auspicious and favorable aspect. I use a 10-degree orb in the trine aspect if there is at least one personal planet involved. Now, in this case, you have two personal planets involved, the sun, and the moon. Now, let's say, for example, the Cancer sun is at 14 degrees and the Pisces moon is at 20 degrees. That would form a trine aspect. And it could be a good combination of that. The Cancer sun, the basic personality, can be very caring and nurturing, and the Pisces moon may have that need for healing. This could be somebody that might really flourish and do well, say as a home caregiver or working in nursing. I would say as some examples, or like a physician. Now, the thing about this too as well, the sun, reflects our actions, and the moon is our reactions and responses. Somebody that has, Cancer sun, their actions may be done, with a lot of care and wanting, to nurture and be protective. And the moon, again, it's about our reactions and responses. And somebody that has a Pisces moon, may respond, in a way, when they want to help, when they want to rescue. It might be with even more emotion and wanting to just, express, some kind of altruism or compassion. The thing is, and it's also, there may be some, ambivalence in those reactions, because Pisces is known to be confused, so they might not always, know how to respond to situations. They might be going through certain, ambivalence and confusion. And on, Pisces moon, on the emotional level, the emotions can at times be chaotic and convoluted, and a person may respond in a very, super sensitive manner to things. And the Cancer sun, again, the actions are very, can be done, with certain emotional energy, and be done in a way in which the person wants to care and protect in many instances. And the thing about this too is, the sun in astrology represents the biological father, and the moon reflects the mother. Now, somebody that has a Cancer sun, the biological father may actually be a Cancer sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those characteristics. Somebody with a Pisces moon, the mother may actually be a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant person, or embody those traits. Remember, this is also about the perception of the biological father and mother, respectively. Somebody with a Cancer sun, they may perceive the biological father as somebody that's nurturing, caring, tenacious, yet moody and temperamental. Somebody that has the moon in Pisces may perceive the mother as somebody that's very altruistic, idealistic, compassionate, yet may be confused, chaotic, or maybe be very indecisive about things, may even seem nebulous and unclear. And again, this is this combination can be a very sensitive combination. If you have an ascendant, that's completely different. Say, like if you have a Capricorn, you have the Cancer sun and Pisces moon combination in your natal chart, but you have a Capricorn ascendant, you might come across as more undemonstrative and not overly emotional, but that doesn't mean inwardly things wouldn't be affecting you and bothering you. And I'm still thinking about that, Robin Williams, and having a lot of I think he had a number of planets on the top half of his chart as well, and he was, probably more gregarious and extroverted than the typical Cancer sun and Pisces moon combination. He certainly wasn't afraid to put himself out there, and it just this is a so you got to look at all elements in the chart when delineating. As I've said in earlier videos, you don't, analysts, you don't just look at one, particular, proponent in the chart. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.